Hey YouTube, I'm here to do the Getting to Know You VR, which it looks like comes from DeeVination, and I saw it on Aquamarine 18's channel. So I have a few new followers, thought this might be a fun tag. Okay, so number one, what is your favorite time of year? My favorite time of year is autumn. I like the that kind of in between weather is my favorite, like a little bit of a crisp, but not too cold, sweater weather. But honestly, I feel like we barely even have an autumn anymore where I live. It's like maybe a week or two, so that kind of sucks. Number two, describe your perfect home. So I actually did an exercise in an MBTI workshop on this, and it was so funny because it was like very clear some things about my personality type, because everybody else, it was like you're supposed to like draw your perfect home, and without even thinking I'm like doing a floor plan, and then everyone else is doing like a picture, you know, of the front of it or whatever, and I'm like, oh, here's my floor plan. So I have a detailed idea of it. My perfect home. So I wouldn't want it to be too huge because of cleaning and stuff, but I would want to have, I think my ideal home would have kind of defined spaces. So like I would love to have a kind of library sort of area that houses my books and also my tarot stuff, and has like space for kind of altar, like a reading table, maybe a good background for YouTube videos, and a really comfy chair, like maybe a recliner. Because right now, like it's important to have my tarot stuff to hand, like from my bed, but like my bed is where I spend a lot of time. Ideally, I would like that not to be true, so I like to have like a comfy chair in a space where my tarot stuff is, and then my bedroom to be more just for sleeping. I would want a bathroom with a super deep, super long tub. This is my dream above anything else. The tub. Just want a really nice tub. Where I'm not like half my body isn't poking out of it. And then I would want to have like a separate office space. Again, like it can be tiny, but just like a space with my desk and office setup, so that's separate from other things. And then a living room that is like a living room, could be like living room with a kitchen kind of attached or whatever, but big enough space so that I can do like a movement practice in my home. And I would love to have a balcony. I would want this to be an apartment because I never want to own a place that has like package service. Important to me. Like I told you, it was weirdly detailed. It would probably be in the mountains somewhere, and like ideally with a view from the balcony. So there's my super detailed description. Okay, number three. If you couldn't be a witch anymore, which religion or faith would you choose? So I don't actually consider being a witch to be my religion or faith, and I don't have one. So I really can't answer this question, because even if I try to think like what other practice, secular practice would I have, like it just that feels to me like a little weird and a little appropriative, so I'm just gonna skip that, I think. Number four, what's the most creative thing about you? You know, I don't consider myself a super creative person, and that's something like I'm trying to like adjust the way I think about it, but I guess like sometimes I have stories in my head around an existing thing. So like a headcanon, like if I watch a movie, I'll like dream up what else is happening in those people's lives. And shipping totally ship people. 5, describe something that scares you. My biggest fear is suffocation. So anything like climbing really high on a mountain and not being able to breathe, or scuba diving and something happens to your oxygen, that would be it. I'm not going to describe it in detail because I don't want to freak myself out. 6, who is your hero? You know, I find that kind of question, like, you kind of immediately go to, I guess, like, celebrities or people who are big and inspirational, and, like, yeah, like, that makes sense, but I think, like, it's more accessible to me to think about, like, people in my life, or people who are closer to me, or even just people, like, not necessarily that I know super well, but they're more immediate. So, like, Lindsay Mack, like, you know, one of my tarot teachers, like, I think she's a hero in some ways. My friend Andy is, like, amazingly in his, like, gender and sexuality, just, like, all the time, and has built this amazing, like, intentional home, and also does, like, advocacy, and, like, lawyery stuff, and does, like, legal, like, defense at protests. So he would be a hero of mine. I mean, I guess that's weird. I wouldn't, like, tell my friends, like, you're my hero, but that's kind of, yeah. So 7 is, tell us about an animal you love or have loved with all your heart. I don't actually, I've never had a pet, and I've never loved an animal. So this is just not something that's, like, makes sense to me or is accessible to me. I mean, I get it, but, like, I haven't. So in NA. 8, do you believe in soulmates? I don't. I think the idea of, like, being, like, fated or destined or whatever for someone, like, it just doesn't connect with me. I do believe that, like, you can click with somebody really quickly, and, like, I believe in, like, chemistry, you know, they'll, like, oh my god, this person, which is probably the experience that some people have when they, like, you know, feel like they met their soulmate, is like, oh, this person, like, really, like, our energies just align really well. So I do think that's true, but I think can be true for, like, many people, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, you should be together forever, and it doesn't mean you're, like, chosen for each other. So if that's a soulmate, then yes, but I think maybe not in the traditional sense. 9, would you rather create or view art? I'd rather view it. I think, you know, I enjoy sometimes playing around with art, but it's not really something that I think I'm really great at, and, like, and practicing it feels more like work to me than fun. So, and, like, I don't, like, I'm not a fan of, like, art museums, but I do enjoy, like, street art, and I love, like, webcomics, so that is a form of art. I love tarot decks, so yeah. 10, describe your favorite part of your body. I like my back and my shoulders. I don't know why, I just do. There's a shoulder. I mean, I probably before would say my face in general. I like my face. I think, like, I've struggled with, in recent years, with acne, and, like, I have now, like, dots on my face, like, sort of scars, or, like, that it's kind of hard to, like, learn to love. And also just the, like, current roundness of my face. Like, I'm very fat positive, body positive, you know, but, like, it's taken some getting used to, because I used to really like my jaw and my cheekbones. I think I still have some of that. I like my nose, I like my eyes, yeah. So 11, take a deep breath. Which came first, chicken or the egg? So actually, I'm gonna steal this from Aquamarine 18, because I would not have had an answer at all, but their answer was so obvious, is that if evolution is true, then the egg came first, because the egg would have come from a slightly different species than the chicken. So, haha, I really like that one. Clever. So I'm gonna go with that. The egg came first. So, there you go. Hope this enlightened you in some way. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already.